We're going to the Renfaire!
It's a magical moment, so it's time for magical clothing. I am fully vaccinated. To commemorate, it's time for me to get out of the house again after 2 years. I'm definitely an introvert and I prefer staying home than going out, but I'm just ready to put myself out there again. Right?
The design! I want to be a fairy thing, being, person, creature, and my eyes are very interested in cottagecore lately. I find the aesthetic very cute, so while scouting through the internet, I found these pictures for inspiration. I want a corset, a shift, an ankle-length skirt, and of course, some fancy wings. The corset!
Apparently I don't have enough corsets, so let's cut another one.
I'm using red threaded pattern for 1780 stays because it has a stomacher and it laces on the front.
I'm cutting an extra large based on my waist measurements. This will serve both as my toile and something stiff. I bought the fashion fabric today, so it will take a while for it to arrive, but it's also a half Panama, very, very structured. Ta-da! Let's sew this together to test how it's going to look.
12 seconds later.
Sometimes I'm lucky like that I don't need any adjustments on the pattern. I don't need any adjustments on this pattern. I'm happy. I sewed a channel here for test boning as well, and it's kind of stable. Now that's all marked, I will base stitch the muslin to the fashion fabric while watching Scrubs, because Turk and Carla are about to get married, and I want to see that.
I get to cut you open. I get to cut you open. I get to cut you open. Go get it. And go. And down. And down.
Are you serious? Are you freaking kidding me? Is this for real? Look what I did. I sewed this part together. Today is one of those days that everything's conspiring against me. The betrayal. The betrayal. Now to add the lining. The lining.
24 seconds later.
Can you see what's wrong with this? Tell me if you see what's wrong with this. These panels are wrong.
And I just noticed this after overstitching the freaking seam.
I overstitched the freaking seam. Worst part of it all is that I saw it was wrong after I overstitched the first seam. Then I thought with myself, okay, overstitch the other ones, then you take it apart and do it again. But then I forgot that it was wrong and I overstitched the other panel as well. So I have now 2 overstitched panels to take apart. Why do I keep wasting my time like this? I still have no camera mount for the ceiling. I have 2 of these Elgato arms. They don't offer a ceiling mount yet. I contacted them and they were nice enough to send me these spare parts as a gift. So I can come up with my own very overcomplicated solution. This is a retractable projector mount. What I will try to do, mold this very own doohickey with epoxy putty. It will work, it will work. Can we just discuss the fact that I'm just doing this because I don't wish to make new holes on the ceiling? There's gotta be an overreaction, right?
I do not overreact.
I try sewing this transversal channel with the machine, but it looks horrendous on the outside, so I'll take it off and I will sew it by hand once I'm mentally ready. A lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. The fashion fabric and the lining, right side space. You can flip it over and understitch this for a beautiful finish. Yeah, that gaping! The Bacons have decided that the trimming for the stays will be green.
Is this normal?
The stomacher. The stomacher will be on another color, and I cut almost twice the length of the real thing because since I'm going to cord it, I don't know how much fabric I will need. I want to sew the cording in an angle. It's a V. I will try to put as close as possible to this edge. Sew it in place. Ta-da! First one.
This is the cut stomacher. I don't want more detail than this. If I sew some channels onto it, it will ruin the design. I'll cut another layer of muslin, so the channels to that, and then add the muslin with the channels with the line. And then a flululu all around. I'm using a flat steel bowling just because. I just have a lot of this and I don't want to have a lot of this in my stash. And I'm wondering when my father-in-law will finally realize that I stole his thingy 1.5 years ago. I was so terrified of getting this in my eye. When I was a kid, I almost blighted a friend by accident. Very traumatizing for both of us. I think more for her who got a metal thing to the eye than for me who was actually holding it, but it was not a fun experience. And I'm very, very queasy when it comes to eye and things around eyes. I'm legit sweating. Nervous laugh. Oh, I have shrink wrap for electronic thingy to really not go in now. The transversal channel will be sewn by hand. Bias tape all around.
Here I have some silicone putty that you can cast stuff with. I shove this here. A very nice looking mold. Looks like poop on a stick. Now this needs to dry and hopefully the cast is good. Silicone hands. Okay, the third is dry so I can cut it before I insert the putty inside. It stinks so much. Farts and fish at the same time.
The wings. I saw these and I immediately needed to have them. They're perfect and cost a lot of money, which means I will have to make my own imperfect ones. But first, materials. Are you ready to go to the store, Shushu? What? I'm a tiny person. That's reassuring.
Are you ready to go? Yes. It's a very special day for us. It's the first time in almost 2 years that we're in an actual shop to buy something. Sushi and I definitely don't know how to behave in public anymore. Ew. No. See, I told you we cannot behave in public anymore. I will not review who peed on the floor. No, never happened.
Well, I was not prepared for this I was not prepared for this much interaction. I'm sweating like a pig, but I don't want to touch my face. I think we got everything we need. We'll figure it out when I'm doing the thing. It was really overwhelming. Oh my god. But it's good because today I will retreat to my basement and not leave until I don't know when.
My alcohol thing exploded. Noise.
I have this that will be a bitch to form, but it will stay stable at least. I need to assemble the pattern first. It's just for me to have an idea and to make sure that they are at least a little bit symmetrical. I'll try to glue the pieces with this putty here, the same one that you used for our beautiful camera thing. This sounds like a plan, right? Can already say that they will be sisters, not twins. Even maybe distant cousins. By symmetry is not my best feature.
Okay, Boo, stop it.
Did you finally catch the fly?
Oh,
Finally! Finally, Shayna! You are the best huntress in the world. Just took you 2 months.
Very, very, very fishy. I hear some weird noises. I think I have mice in the wall. You can't see it yet, but those are the wings. Pan did not survive the $3 dress. Turning on and off, and it was weird, so I bought a new one, and it's shaped like a cat. Child in me is very happy. Come on, isn't this the cutest thing ever? It's a freaking cat. I can't help it when I see cute stuff. I need it. I need it. The 3D filament will not stick to the metal directly. Crab tape it is. Ow!
this mess is dry. Ooh, oh. Ooh! I don't know if the putty will be strong enough. I can't believe this actually worked. 1 Dremel later, we have something that fits inside the thing. Now it needs to dry.
24 hours later.
Should be all completely hardened now and not stink like farts anymore. Truth be told, that's very debatable. Let's see if I can use the fart stick. It broke already. Back to the drawing board. The first set is done and I will mark on the other side so I have at least cousins after finishing.
1 eternity later.
Wings, they are quite heavy. Have some iridescent foil to wrap them in. I hope I have enough. Planning. Oh, it is. Ah, thank God. I need now the transparent one to glue on the other side. Beautiful. Well, I lost the template, so I need to wing it. Hear me out. Hear me out. Springs and hinges. So the idea is that when I move about, they will flap a little bit. There's farts under my nails. I'm getting there, but I still don't know how. I'm trying to attach this to with goo. Like, it's a big wing. Make it work. Yes. Just pray for it to work, I guess. There's nothing else I can do.
Another eternity later.
Attached. This was a wrestle, but it seems to have worked. Cover this situation. Rabbit skin. Thank you for providing us with meat and fur, and I hope I can do you good. You didn't die in vain. I need to figure out a way to make this comfortable for my back. Ta-da! And I'm going to glue it with contact cement. This looks horrible, but I think it's going to work. I'm just gonna make a hole here and here so I can attach something to wear it as a backpack. Yee! I finally figured it out. I had to take this thingy here, the original one, make it thicker with self-gluing vinyl so I could insert it into the original projector holder, and I just, for a safety measure, I duct taped it with silver tape just to make sure nothing will slide and break my camera. But now I have an arm that works! Ah! And the thing is finally in the middle of the table. Fancy! Thanks again for the lovelies at Elgato who sent me the extra parts to do this ridiculous thing. Yes! It worked! Oh my god! My god!
The shift and skirt.
This is my shift. It's a double layered whatever this fabric is. I would say cheesecloth. I think this width is okay. This is so fluffy. In Brazil we use this to make washable diapers for babies. I'll attach this to this 3 month set. It is gorgeous, right? I feel very beautiful. Ties. Ties. We need to make some ties. This is so cute. I might just wear it with a belt. Put some elastic on the sleeves and the shift is done.
Both the skirt and the apron are just a bunch of rectangles put together.
It is definitely weird to see so many people like this again. And Sushi's night died.
Fuck mir die Flügel. Ja, das funktioniert. Es macht ein surrendes Geräusch. Wage mir die Flügel. Das funktioniert nicht.
Very sexy, beautiful. I feel very magical now.
Was? The serious business that is occurring.
If you enjoyed me creating weird stuff using weird stuff, check this video out. I think you're gonna like it. Bye!